it's Shannon. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button because you'll find new DIYs, tutorials, and new inspiration here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I know most of us are not able to make it to the store or to the craft supply stores or even the hardware store if we need to. So I'm hoping today that I bring you some inspiration using things that you already have around your house. Basically, if you already have some paint and some adhesive and you have some things in your recycling bin, you can take those items today and I'm going to show you how to make beautiful home decor basically for free. So let's go ahead and get started. Now here's a look at the items that I'm going to be using today, and hopefully you have some of these laying around your house already. We're going to be needing cardboard boxes, either grocery shopping bags that are paper or paper shopping bags. This is a wine bottle, but any kind of glass bottle that's larger, so say like an olive oil bottle or something like that. The very first thing I'm going to start working on are some faux wood shutters. So we'll be using the cardboard box for that. So let's go ahead and get started on this first project. The first thing I did was cut my box into pieces. That way I had some nice, flat, even pieces to work with. Each one of my shutters is about 24 inches tall by 12 inches wide, and then I cut each piece into 3 sections. So each section is 24 inches long by 4 inches wide. You'll see I have 6 pieces cut here. I will be using 3 each per shutter. Then I moved on to cutting the top and bottom support pieces. I made these 4 inches wide as well. So you'll see here I cut 4 pieces total. That way I have 2 for each shutter. So you'll see here how these are going to get put together in the end. You're going to need 3 total tall pieces and then 2 top and bottom support pieces. We're not going to put these together yet. We're going to paint all of these pieces first. And we're going to be using a layering technique. So I have King's Gold acrylic paint as well as a brown paint, which I'll show you in just a little bit. All of the pieces got 1 coat of the King's Gold yellow paint first, and I let those dry completely before I moved on to the next step. And now we're going to move on to adding the traditional burnt umber acrylic paint. This is what's really going to give it that wood faux finish. So I'm going to be using several different kinds of paintbrushes for this to really give it a wood look. I'm adding a pretty thick coat of the traditional burnt umber over the yellow paint first using a more bristle brush. This is going to give it more of that wood grain look. I also used a foam paintbrush, and that helped to smear out some of the thicker parts of the paint. And then once I got the paint to where I liked it and it looked really nice and grainy, I was able to let it dry and then put all of the pieces together with some tacky glue. I did let the glue dry for about an hour so it could cure before flipping them over, and then I just used some foam mounting tape on the back and used that to apply it to the wall so they could hang next to my wood sign. And I'm going to make a cute little hanging sign using this paper bag. I don't necessarily want thank you hanging up in my home, so I think I'm going to use the back side and just make my own design. I also have a scrap piece of cardboard from the last project, some jute, and then the same paints I used in the last project, the traditional burnt umber and the King's Gold acrylic paint.
I did remove the handle from the bag first before cutting the bag down to size, and then I used a paper trimmer to make sure all of my sides were evenly cut. Once I knew the size of my paper, I was able to cut down the cardboard, which is going to be the top and bottom hanger pieces for this. And again, I'm going to be painting the cardboard to look like faux wood, just like I did in the first tutorial with the shutters. So again, they're getting a coat of the yellow King's Gold paint before I added 2 or 3 coats of the traditional burnt umber, just layering it to give it a faux wood finish. After the paint had dried, I just used a glue stick to apply the wood pieces to the tops and bottoms of the paper. Then it was time to get creative. I found a cute design on the internet and just tried my best to copy it using a pencil first, and then I used a Sharpie marker to fill it in, and then I came back and added a little extra detail to the 2 corners. And last, I decided to use some jute as a hanger on the back. I used some Scotch tape to apply it and hold it in place. If you enjoy home decor on a budget, I hope you'll come find me on Facebook and Instagram for even more inspiration. I'll have those linked down in the description box below.
And now for the bottle, I'm just going to use it for a vase. It's really a simple project. I'm going to use my hair dryer to heat up the labels and melt the adhesive that's underneath it so I can peel those labels off. I also have some Goo Gone handy in case there's any residue left over. And then you can just decorate up your vase. You can add some burlap, you can add some lace or some ribbon. I have some burlap lace ribbon, which is from the Dollar Tree. You can use rope. There's all kinds of different things that you can do to it to personalize it. I'm gonna keep mine really simple, and then add some accessories like some greenery and some beads for around the neck of the vase. That you all are doing well and that you are keeping safe, and I hope that this video inspired you. If you could give it a thumbs up for me, that would help out my channel so very much. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button next to me. I'll have more great inspiration and DIYs linked below that you'll want to make sure to check out, and come find me on Facebook and on Instagram for even more inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.